Like, oh my God, like this is getting out of control. Her son, Chrisean Jr., is basically in danger, man. Like, seriously, it's really at the point, it's like CPS really needs to step up and get that baby.
Here's the tea. CPS was supposedly connected to Chrisean Rock indeed. The situation rapidly became critical. A message stating the Child Protective Services had gotten in touch with her started to circulate.
Somebody need to get that baby away from Chrisean. I'm so serious. Why is Chrisean Rock out partying at 3 a.m. with her child at the beach?
Chrisean reportedly showed up with drinks and was enjoying himself at the beach in Los Angeles around 3 in the morning. The internet significantly raised eyebrows. Even if that was sufficient, some started to question her parenting.
Unattended again. Again, it's unattended. And there's a big heavy blanket covering the stroller in which Chrisean Jr., the baby, is sleeping in. And he's like been sleeping for like hours. And it's just so bad and disgusting that the people that basically the people that were there at the beach at the party, you know, calling CPS, reporting, you know, like, hey, there's a child here that's not, you know, that's being, left unattended.
Others, on the other hand, were advocating that people should not speak. The timeline is buzzing over this whole thing. Anyway, no one expected her name to be brought up in connection with CPS, much less in this way. Now, everyone is watching everything you do, whether that is true or not.
And like and those that know about Chrisean and what's been going on with her and with her child knows she's just not a good parent. I'm being brutally honest here. She's a terrible fucking parent. Like, it's just like, where the hell is CPS at, bro? Because it's definitely giving Casey Anthony, it's giving Gabriel Fernandez. Like, somebody needs to get that child away from her. I'm so serious, man.
Furthermore, the drama just continues getting worse. Chrisean Rock is rumored to frequently bring her child along when she attends parties or goes out on the town. What's really getting attention, though, is how she handled it. Online users are claiming that she shields her son from the outside world by keeping him in a pram and covering him with a blanket.
Allegedly, people were saying that I guess it's not even alleged, but the child's always in that stroller, just sleeping. So people are saying that, and I guess I'm gonna have to say alleged here. It's alleged that she is rugging her baby, and he's been sleeping for long periods of time. Allegedly.
Things get much more intense at this point. Witnesses say the baby sleeps for at least 5 hours while she is out. When she eventually arrives to check on him, he is barely able to open his eyes, as though he is completely comatose or bewildered. People were wide-eyed and extremely agitated as a result.
We already know the child got disabilities and stuff. We already know something's not right with this child. But for him to be sleeping like that, you know, it's just like something's going on. Something is really truly going on. And it's just like we're seeing it in live time, and it's just like it's just the bystander effect. It's like, you mean tell me all the people at the beach, and even though, you know, people were calling CPS, which is like, okay, yeah, do that. Call CPS, call the police, call whomever. But not one person was like, nah, let me get this baby up out of here.
One video that really went popular online. She is accused of leaving the baby's stroller near the shore. Near the actual water, the current was there, and it looked scary. Incredulous, the audience cried out, this isn't it. The way she's being watched right now is quite serious. Everyone is criticizing her harshly for what they see to be her carelessness. No one was reportedly keeping an eye on her toddler during the whole episode.
Oh, usually at 2 years old, you're able to just kind of like, you know, pull stuff off of you, you know, at 2 years old. You know, I've seen it. But this baby, he doesn't really like move. He doesn't have like the coordination, is that the word? To properly do all that stuff. And it's so obvious. It's just like, it don't take a rocket scientist to know something's not right with the baby. I'm sorry.
The fact that her son is only 22 months old only makes the matter more serious. He still cannot walk or talk. Furthermore, people who saw the live feed said they were so disturbed by what they saw that they called CPS right away. In all honesty, nobody is shocked that CPS was notified, especially considering the prior event. Many people still recall the reported event in which Chrisean left her child, Chrisean Jr., alone in the car. At that point, everyone was in a stunned state. Twitch viewers who were viewing it in real time questioned, what is she doing?
Those that know that she was drinking and smoking and fighting while pregnant. Like, there's been videos, people have came out and confirmed that she was doing it. Blueface himself has exposed her. Like, it's just getting to the point, where the fuck is CPS?
That episode had already raised red flags. Furthermore, the level of concern has considerably increased since the beach environment altered. Allegedly, the infant was abandoned next to water, which only stokes the fire. Fans are thinking that something needs to give, because these consecutive instances don't seem promising. The internet community is closely monitoring her and waiting to see what happens next. And others are questioning if she is making safe judgments. From this to that, people started pointing out everything. One of the most telling moments was when you could hear the baby wailing inside the car, even though Chris tried his hardest to deny it.
I also highly recommend for those that aren't really in the know of what's going on with Chrisean Rock and her child to head on to Reddit. Go to exposing Chrisean, and there's like literally thread after thread after thread, topic after topic talking about, Chrisean.
Eclipsed on the internet. People thought she didn't understand what it meant to be a responsible parent, or even how to properly care for a baby. And instead of considering it or trying to make things right, she gets irritated when people bring it up. Every time someone calls her out, she either claps back or brushes it off as unimportant. However, many are questioning, why get mad when people are just trying to hold you accountable? It's not hate, it's worry. They're implying that maybe it's time for her to listen to the criticism and quit losing her temper.
Take that away from her. Do not call her a mom. She is not a mom. She's a birth giver to that child. And somebody needs to really step in and do something. Like, I'm so serious. Like, it's just going way too far. It's just like, how do you, that's full-blown neglect. And it's just like, we're watching it in like 4K. Like, there's literally if you go on the Exposing Chrisean thread right now, it's, literally like the thread. Let me screenshot it. Hold on.
No one is perfect, but when it comes to a baby's safety, the world will speak up. Many supporters think that instead of debating with the internet, she should concentrate her efforts on becoming a better mother for her child. The heat did not appear out of nowhere. People's reactions to what they are seeing it with their own eyes. The drama Rock Chrisean went live, but instead of improving things, she made them worse. In the video, she was boisterous and angry and said that people were only attempting to hate her and ruin her life. Fans, however, were begging Kate to prioritize her son and disregard the rising drama in the comments area. When she said that everything was under control, the crowd didn't believe her. She was too distracted, defensive, and absorbed in social media, they said, to actually hear the concern.
It's just so much. Like, my heart, I already was like crying this morning when I saw, was reading about it on Reddit, and then was reading on another forum online. It's just like, this is too much. Like, already from day one, it's just like, you could tell she didn't want that baby. She only had that baby to keep Blue around and for just attention. And she's not getting the attention she wants, so now she's doing all this other extra stuff to show that she really truly does not want this baby.
This isn't about haters. One commentator stated, it concerns your child's safety. Why is there never any action and only a live stream? Someone else inquired. Instead of showing accountability or progress, she started shifting the blame, berating fans, bloggers, and everyone who had ever commented on her parenting. But that was a bad move. Swiftly, people started accusing her of gaslighting the situation and trying to alter the course of events, rather than dealing with the real issue. Supporters now assert that the live event exacerbated the situation. They expected explanations, maturity, and perhaps even an apology. But instead they got another chaotic scene. On the internet, this isn't going away anytime soon. And more people are now seeing what she does after that turbulent live feed. Things took a sharp turn when people started looking for more examples that showed similar patterns. Videos show Chrisean yelling at her baby, hurling things during arguments, and even grabbing the child as they are fighting. Fans were shocked and cried out. This is nothing new. Once more, it just gets worse.
I'm just bringing awareness because this is not right. This is not right. TikTok, if you don't do nothing else right, just please get this algorithm going. Get this to the algorithm that it needs to get to so people can know, because we need to really deplatform Chrisean. It's time. She's got to go.
Video that went viral. She was shouting at someone in the background while pacing back and forth with her baby in her arms. The baby looked confused and totally unfit in that environment. Among the several comments were, "Where's the peace for this child?" And "This baby didn't ask for this." Others pointed out that she seems less concerned with enacting change and more focused on refuting others, and that's what's making the internet go crazy right now. People are reacting to multiple events. Enough is enough, they declare after combining all of these receipts. It's not just the supporters anymore. Bloggers, parenting advocates, and celebrities are starting to express their views. People are saying that someone close to her has to step in before things get worse. A question still lingered. When will she slow down and realize that it's not all about her? The whole future of that infant is on the line.
She doesn't do anything. She's not talented. All she does is fight people for nothing. And then, starts beef with people for no reason. Like, she's literally, like, when people call her a pit bull, that's literally the best description of her. Like, all she does is fight people for nothing. Like, you tell her about herself, here she go about it, ready to swing on you. It's like, what's wrong with you?
Days, it's more than just online conversation. Stars are starting to cast their opinions. Some prominent people are speaking out and gently criticizing the state of affairs, while others are speaking bluntly. Being a mom is more than just carrying a baby around, a famous artist wrote on Twitter. It's also about creating a secure environment. Fans thought it was directed at Chrisean. Thus, it went viral very fast. Another influencer stated live, "We all love the fun, but at some point, someone has to grow up. That baby needs peace every day, not chaos." Commenters were nodding as well, agreeing that it's time for a representative of the industry to speak up instead of keeping quiet. Former Chrisean supporters are now saying they can't ignore the warning flags any longer, and are switching sides. And with all the info coming in from all directions, it's becoming more difficult to say that people are just hateful. The prospect of legal action following is now being seriously discussed. If CPS is already keeping an eye on things, each new viral moment could prompt a more in-depth investigation, which would worry supporters and possibly make some people pray for the child's well-being. It seems like Chrisean will always be in the news, and there is a lot of stress soon. But you see, I really want to know what you think. Kindly provide your thoughts in the space provided for comments below. Do you believe that people are overreacting, or is all of this concern over Chrisean actually justified? Let's go down there and get started, since this one has everyone talking. Now, let's move on to the next catastrophe. Is Nicki Minaj really aiming after Beyoncé after that crazy scene in Houston? The BeyHive shares his opinion, and when they found out, they immediately ran away. Absolutely no chill. That's what happened. Beyoncé's Cowboy Carter tour made a fantastic stop in Houston, her hometown. Everything was going well before. During one of her shows, she takes off in midair in the renowned flying red Cadillac. Yes, the thing tilted while she was still inside. The crowd sent forth the yell. Security rushed. In fact, the tension was so real that some were holding their breath. The scare could have gone a long way to the left. Shortly after that incident, Nicki Minaj made a strange tweet that was noticed. Advocates started. She murmured that she was being sneaky. The moment was too close to be a coincidence, so BeyHive members immediately suspected she was throwing subliminals. The timeline exploded into flames, and now the BeyHive was pulling Nicki online. They said Beyoncé was being messy at the worst possible moment just after her onstage incident. The BeyHive in particular was sure that Nicki Minaj was making fun of Beyoncé, as Nicki tweeted. Starships were meant to fly right after that scary moment with Beyoncé's stage malfunction. The drama began. Such a phrase would seem harmless on its own, but the time away, too suspicious for fans to ignore. The BeyHive wasted no time in launching a full-scale attack. They came for Nicki's entire life: shady, old, worn out, bitter, slimy, chopped body, married. One person remarked, "What are you aware of, kind? Of a career failure? Sniff your Coca-Cola and stop talking. You are the worst person that has ever existed." "Well done. That wasn't even the worst of it. You're being shady, boo," said another person. "Tell me something," and someone else said, "Jobless. Broke, flop, AB word. This is highly questionable." God, oh God, social media was ablaze and people weren't holding anything back. The BeyHive showed no compassion, since they interpreted that one tweet as Nicki effectively throwing a rock at the queen herself. They weren't going to ignore it. Here they were, accusing Nicki of being petty, bitter, and dishonestly denigrating Beyoncé when she was at her weakest. The fans made it clear it wasn't a random tweet that Nicki posted. It was purposeful and messy. The internet was rife with accusations that Nicki was being dishonest, disrespectful, and simply rude for attacking Beyoncé in that manner. Your opinions on the whole Nicki versus Beyoncé topic would be greatly appreciated. Why, for instance, did so many people accuse Nicki of being derogatory so fast? Was it the tweet or the time? Or are folks just waiting for drama? Make sure you tap the notification bell, like the post, and subscribe if you haven't already, so you don't miss it when the tea is boiling hot. Before I go, I want to draw your attention to a small matter: TikTok, but we'll discuss that in the next one. Keep your attention because the drama never ends, and neither do we. I hope to see you all in the next video.